almost said good evening, but it's not evening.
Good evening.
Who knows when they're watching? Anyway, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the first session of Brotime. We are your hosts. I am Hunter, and
I'm Patrick.
And this, of course, is the first time, so things may get a little sketchy, but, so is life.
Just like a newly born giraffe who just wandered onto the freeway, this first session might be a bit ugly.
Especially if a semi-truck comes.
Oh. Yeah. That's going to be ugly.
My question is, how'd the giraffe get to a freeway?
I forgot, they don't have freeways in Africa, do they?
Like a full car of tourists on the hind end of a rhino. I don't know.
I'd say maybe the baby giraffe wandered in front of, like at the Disney World, at the Animal Kingdom. It wandered in front of one of those safari lines.
Freaking Unimog.
Unimog.
Anyway, yeah.
So I guess we just hop right into it.
What do we got up first? I guess we'll just start out introducing ourselves. That'll be good. I don't know. Of course, I'm Hunter. I do band and tennis, and I breathe and stuff. So that's kind of cool.
Can't jump out on the breathing, or you're not doing band much longer.
Needs more air.
All right. Well, then, as I said earlier, I'm Patrick. We're kind of the same person here. We're both in band, both normal marching band and jazz band, which requires both of us to wake up at the crack of dawn and be down at the best place on earth, Elizabethan High School.
I don't know if I'd say that, but
I
it's
definitely
definitely Elizabethan High School.
That is certain.
That is a fact.
It's a high school. That's about all it is.
Yeah.
I also play tennis for the best school ever. Go Clones.
Hashtag go Clones. Yeah.
So more on the topic of school. So like, what's your main thing that you're going for in school, Hunter?
I'm a nerd. I like computer things. I don't know, I just got into 3D rendering, but no one really cares that much about that. So, I like, lunch is pretty fun.
Yeah.
It's not real good, but,
lunch is, of course, before the best class of the day.
Oh, you know it.
Third period.
Bam.
Directed by the one and the only.
Oh, Mr. Perry Elliott right there.
The man, myth, the legend.
I'm pretty sure everyone is going to know who this man is, but just in case you got referred to from a source and you don't happen to know who this guy is.
Do you know who God is?
Do you know who Jesus is, but with a lot less hair and a lot more mustache? Sometimes he gets haircuts, but
there's no hair to cut, so what do you do?
Exactly.
But still, this is the best man ever, and the talk of the town is that he could be retiring.
Oh, we're not going to let that happen, though.
And that's going to be absolutely horrible.
Yep.
So that's not a thing that can happen, at least not next year.
Yeah. I just need one more year out of him. By the way, we're both juniors, so,
Yeah, boy.
We on that.
Got this year down, and then one more, and off to the world we go.
Yeah, but I don't like to think about that. So.
No, that's not a thing to think about.
Yeah.
Had that dual enrollment meeting today.
Yeah.
I didn't even flash an eye.
I was going to go to that, but my fourth period said that we were going to go outside, so I didn't.
Hey.
I don't know if that changed my future or not. Still working.
Outside is going to offer you more than dual enrollment.
Exactly. Who needs to get college credits when you could go play Frisbee?
Exactly. But was it ultimate Frisbee? That's the question.
I felt pretty ultimate throwing this frisbee.
That's understandable. There's nothing better than you looking at that wrist and watching that discus soar straight through the air and just.
Oh, you know it.
It's the best.
When it's spinning so fast, it almost just hovers right there, like a gazelle gliding onto a pond. Wait, gazelle's a deer.
If the only pond a gazelle is gliding across is going to be a frozen one, and I don't think they've ever heard of ice in Africa.
If you've ever watched Bambi, you know that don't work. A gazelle.
Then again, Bambi wasn't a gazelle; it was a deer.
Yeah. Oh. Well, what's the difference between a gazelle and a deer?
Location, probably. So gazelles are the ones that are like they've got like the little horns, and then like they've got little circles around the horn, right?
Like where it goes up and then like into a curl?
No, like they've got the straight points, like both sides points, and then like.
Oh, where it goes like around like that? Or
we're thinking of very different animals here.
I'm going to look up the gazelle real quick because we have access to this computer.
I've been to Hands-On Museum, Hunter. I know what a gazelle looks like, okay?
I've not been to Hands-On Museum. That may be the tiebreaker here.
They're like yellow, brown, and then they've got white in them.
Look at that.
That is definitely the animal I was thinking of.
That's the... Straight out, what do you... Oh, you mean like they have
they
colored rings on their horns?
Yeah, they've got like little rings.
Oh, I thought you meant the horns were physically in the shape of a ring.
Oh, no. Is there an animal that has that?
Yeah, look at this. Okay, I think it's
besides like a ram. Like, you know.
Oh. Well, that's what I was thinking of.
A ram.
A ram. Oh, there's this one thing. Have you seen that video where the deer has the horns that are like this, but it goes all the way back and he's like scratching his butt with it?
I think I've seen that video. No.
You ever seen this video? Let me see if I can find it real quick.
That could be some real useful stuff, you know? Have horns back your head and you just scratch your butt.
I know. I wish I had horns like that. See, look at this thing. It goes back. It's an ibex.
Ibex. I've never heard of an ibex.
It's like a goat and dog put together, I'd say. But the size of like a ibex. But anyway, all you need to know is that it is an animal with horns that span about the length of its body, and he has the ability to scratch his butt only using the horns on his head, which I think is a fantastic ability and would be incredibly helpful in the wildlife.
And nature's just so beautiful.
Look how skinny this one is.
That thing's a twig. That's not even an animal.
What the? I don't understand how his legs don't snap. I can't see this, but like...
That's just one of the luckiest photos. Like, it was just birthed, and it hasn't taken its first step yet, and as soon as it'll step, those legs just
snaps.
Boom.
Done. But soon he'll be a nice ballerina like this.
Quick question. How did a topic on school spiral into a discussion of African deer-like creatures?
That is the question. I don't know, but this is what I told you. It's gonna work. We're gonna have plenty of time, because that's gonna happen every like 4 minutes.
So we'll probably, or y'all probably have to get used to this. We'll talk about something as normal as school.
Oh yeah.
And end up talking about ibexes that
can scratch their own butts with their horns.
Exactly. So that's what Brotime is going to be all about. All right?
Exactly. Rabbit holes. How to dig as deep as you possibly can, and then question what you're doing with your life. That's what's going to happen here.
Exactly. Fun fact, actually. I learned this not so long ago. I found out that snakes, you know, like how they live in holes?
Yeah.
They don't make those holes. Did you know that?
How do they not make the holes?
They go in there, like, say, like, a mouse or something dug that hole. They go in there and eat it. And then they take the home, and they're like, Thank you for my hole now.
Thank you for that. That's and nature's scary.
But also creates horn scratching deer butt things.
Yeah. There's so many, like, the range of nature is incredible. Like, you know what a sugar glider is?
Yes.
It's like the size of, I don't know, not even a fist. But, like, all it does is want sugar. So if you, like, put cotton candy on your finger and it'll, like, eat it up. And it's, like, the freaking most adorable thing ever. To, like, a whale shark. You know what a whale shark is? I think it's probably the size of this house.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh, speaking of whales, there was this thing I saw, right? And this lady was scuba diving, and this whale just starts pushing her, like, won't leave her alone at all. And she's, like, scared to death and stuff. And it's, like, making her, like, she's flying around. She has no control over what moves she's making. But the whale, it's just, like, it just keeps swimming around trying to, like, move her or push her or something. And then she rolled over the back once, and she looked up and she saw this gigantic tiger shark and figured out that the whale was literally protecting her. And it was wild.
Well, dang.
I'm like, dang, I need a whale.
Yeah, that's when I need more than a whale to help me, because my heart would have exploded and I would have died.
I think I'm having a stroke.
I would have probably had stroke upon heart attack, and then would have been able to feed back to nature because I would have been dead in the water.
Exactly. He was in your freaking, what is it, autopsy or whatever. They come to the conclusion that he was scuba diving with a shark, but the cause of death was a stroke.
It was 4 different strokes on top of 3 heart attacks. That's how this man died.
He wasn't eaten by the shark? Nah, he was way too... Let me try to keep this PG.
Exactly.
13. Yeah.
Maybe it'll evolve one day.
Yeah. Probably.
Hopefully.
We'll get there.
So,
okay.
Let's go off the topic of extreme nature things. What is a story that you've had of you and nature? Like something along the lines of you being pushed by a whale to be saved from a tiger shark.
Saved from a tiger shark. I feel like there was a story. It was really good, and then I forgot. I think it was on. I don't know. It's not that big of a deal, but this wasn't the one I was thinking about. But there was one time we have this camper and we used to use it all the time, and I kind of woke up. I was way young, so I was like, you know how you sleep in the car and then you want to be carried in, so you don't you act like you're asleep, so you don't have to walk in.
I wish I could still do that.
I know, it'd be fantastic, but I'm a chonk now. But anyway, I was asleep in the camper, right? And I woke up enough to be able to hear and be competent about what was going on. And I could hear my parents talking and my sister all talking about me. And I was like, oh, they think I'm asleep. So I tried to play it out as long as possible. And it went on for 5 or 10 minutes. And then they said something that was like, oh, I just hope he doesn't make any sudden moves. And I was like, okay, that may be a red flag. So I cracked my eyes open, and there's an entire freaking hornet's nest above my head.
Oh.
So I laid there in fear until I finally got to roll out of the bed. And we went to my friend's camper. And I've never heard of anyone doing this before, but my dad and my friend's dad were sniping these suckers out of the sky with towels. You whip people with towels?
Yeah.
They were doing that, but to hornets, and it killed them. And I thought it was the coolest thing ever because It's you ever see Karate Kid?
Oh yeah.
He's trying to get the thing with the chopsticks.
That's. I actually did that to your sister a little while back.
Yeah,
with
that
the
was
towel.
awesome, dude.
Oh
That was a good crack, dude.
shoot.
I did that at a pool once. It was a full size, like, pool towel.
Oh.
It was soaking wet. And I popped her right in the stomach, and it sounded like a gunshot in the pool area, dude. It was wild. She didn't talk to me for about a week after that.
To any of you not listening and have never felt that, how have you never gone without being popped by a saturated towel of any sorts? It is. Oh.
I don't know what, like, makes it that bad. I don't know if it's the impact or, like, how fast it comes back. But it's just one of the worst things.
It's like your skin will whelp something that's never been whelped before. It's horrible.
Boy. It is truly one of the worst things. If you have ever experienced a 7th grade boys' locker room, you will definitely know how this feels. You come back in, you grab a shower, and it's just every man for himself after that. There's not really a whole lot you can do other than save yourself.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but like, we didn't know each other in middle school.
No.
And like, did you come here your 7th grade year, or was it your 8th grade year you came here?
I came here the second half of 8th grade year.
Oh, okay. Well, you see, like, the 7th grade boys' locker room stuff,
Yeah.
that didn't happen at T.A. Duggar. Like,
Oh, that happened where I was.
was it like showers and everything?
Okay, this is going to go on for a while, but that's fine. So, where I lived, I used to live in Texas, for anyone who doesn't know. And this school had more money than they know what to do with. So their locker rooms, the guys' locker rooms were, one would have been enough, like perfectly fine. But it was symmetrical on both sides. So it was literally 2 gigantic locker rooms where everyone got their own locker. And it was just one of those rooms with just a bunch of shower heads in it. And you went in there and just, did your business and, well, hopefully not did your business in the shower. That would make a lot of people angry. But you just go in there and shower. And usually you'd have a towel on when you did this because, you're in 7th grade and you care more than you should.
Oh, yeah.
And
I know
it's
that
not
whole
like
story.
anyone's in there just looking around and prowling. It's not a jail.
Oh, gosh. I would hope it's not like a jail.
That would be that'd be a whole different ball game right there. Literally.
The only ball game you're going to be able to play is basketball because that's all I've heard they have in jail. And that's where you're going to go.
Anyway, you just had to man up, stare at the wall, do what you had to do. Because, when I had athletics, it was either first or second period. So after that, you're going to third. So you have this whole day left. And you don't want to be smelling like field and sweat for all them, special ladies.
Ooh.
And then, of course, you're surrounded with your towel, so your towel is going to be soaking wet afterwards.
Oh.
Yeah, so,
Okay, yeah.
So you would either walk back clean and unharmed, or clean and writhing on the ground from pain. Just depends how alpha male you are compared to the others.
You're pretty much gonna come out there nice, pain-free, or you're walking out like you just went to a paintball tournament, butt naked.
Exactly.
Oh.
That is exactly what it's like, and that's one of the scariest times for a kid. That could harm you mentally. But
That's like the exact opposite as it was at T.A. Duggar. Like, until recently, as in like last year-ish, Elizabethton, like city schools, like, you know, we had the money to get by, but like not enough to just go like crazy with it.
Yeah.
I mean, right now speaking, between the two boys' bathrooms at the school, what, there's 2 doors on the stalls, and there's like 5 stalls in both. So 10 stalls in all, and there's 2 doors.
We're solid 1 out of 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the ones with actual doors, it's like 1 out of 5, but the 2 doors are only in one bathroom, so one of them's completely empty. And some of them have doors, but they don't work because, I don't know, stupid people or something.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if they're bathrooms anymore. They're jewel rooms.
Oh, you know, you gotta. I've seen some interesting things in there. I don't know. I don't want to. I don't want anyone to hear this and be like, "Oh, you better get us ratted out. I'm gonna egg your car." That's been happening a lot recently. Have you heard of that?
Egg cars?
Egged cars and houses.
Like, happening during school or like in
After school, like someone's doing it. You know, Ian Thompson.
Yeah.
He wrote on his story like, thanks to the people that egged us, we have cameras so we know who you are. There's like this whole big deal, and then that's happened to like 5 or 6 that I've heard. They're just going around. And I don't know if they have to have done something or something, but like even on the way here, I was going down my hill, and I'm pretty sure there was an egg in the street.
Oh.
Like I'm 90% sure I saw an egg.
That? Huh.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe the eggs are just taking over. I think the chickens are fighting back
That's
by
a scary
killing their
thought.
children.
Yes, let's retaliate and kill all of our born.
Exactly.
Bet KFC's the first to go.
Yeah. Have you ever thought? I've thought about this a lot. I'm pretty sure they've been refrigerated for long enough that it's not possible. But you think you could warm up a carton of eggs and like try to nurse them back to chicken?
100%. I've seen it done.
You seen it done?
Like, I saw this video on Instagram, and this dude got like, they weren't chicken eggs, they were quail eggs. And like, I guess that's some like, I've never had quail eggs, and I didn't know it was a thing, but apparently, like he got them, got an incubator, put in the incubator, and I think there was like maybe 6, like it was like just a small little box.
Uh-huh.
And 2 out of the 6 hatched, and were like
Really?
actual little baby quail.
Wasn't anything wrong with them or anything?
Not that I saw. I mean, they were walking, they were chirping.
I don't know the biology behind an egg to understand how that works. Other than, I guess, if you throw it in an incubator, it probably helps a lot.
Yeah.
But
So kind of like going along with that. You know the saying, what comes first, the chicken or the egg? What's your thought on that?
so you need a chicken for the egg, but you need the egg for the chicken.
Exactly.
Hmm.
So you think like one day it was just like, there's chickens, or do you think one day it was like, oh, what is that little white oval thing over there? And it was
That
like,
white oval thing.
just boom, out came a little feathery little dinosaur chicken.
Dinosaur chicken. I know there's like an actual explanation for this,
Yeah, but
and I think the chicken came first, but I haven't heard that in a while. So, I assume the chicken would have to come first, but you know, that's the paradox. What if? No.
see, my whole thing is the chicken came first. It was just like it was like, there's a chicken, and then from that chicken, there's an egg, and then from that egg a chicken, and then so it goes, and now we're eating their descendants.
We're eating chicken and eggs like at the same time now.
Oh yeah, it's a beautiful world.
It is beautiful. Go down to your local Waffle House. grab you chicken and eggs at the same time. What if the egg came from the chicken? Like, I wonder if that's ever happened.
The egg came from. That's how it works. Eggs
No,
come
like-
from the chicken.
I'm not talking about just eating chicken. I'm talking about, I wonder if they've ever served the chicken that has laid the egg that the chicken is served with.
I'm sure that like some restaurants that are like homegrown, home fed,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Yeah,
I'm sure some of them been like.
that's probably happened.
I'm sure this chicken that you're eating right now has laid your scrambled eggs, your what are the other eggs? Sunny side up, like this stuff and all that. Like I'm sure that's been a thing somewhere. I've just
Probably.
never experienced that.
Yeah. I wonder how that works. I don't know. Food is weird. You ever seen Food Inc.?
Food, is that like that one they showed in health class?
They showed it in our culinary class, but I imagine they probably showed it in health too. You know, freshman year, that was a little bit sketchy.
Oh yeah, that was
Good stuff.
scarred me. I don't remember health class that much, but I sure as crap remember that video.
Yeah. Have you ever seen Red Asphalt?
Oh,
that's
shoot!
wild.
Yeah,
That's
'Cause,
like the Food Inc. of highway driving right there.
that's like my thing in school is like criminal justice. I've been in pre-law, criminal justice 1, criminal justice 2, and then I was just recently last semester in CSI, and we went out and like competed and all that stuff. So I've seen that video. Like
You probably seen it 5 or 6 times now.
we've seen it so many times, and every time's like the first.
Yeah, it doesn't get any better. Like, brains is brains.
Oh yeah, like you want to look away,
Oh,
but
you can't.
You
though.
can't.
You can't.
Like you just seeing little ragdog little pixel bodies go shoo.
Yep.
And then just
There you go.
they're done. Don't text and drive, kids. All right.
That's a fact. Stay safe. Be like Walmart, committed to safety. That's an inside joke with me and Caleb Miller. Because, they give out those stickers after that. The Walmart truck magnets, I guess. They're actual
Oh
magnets.
shoot, yeah.
Committed to safety right there. Which, wasn't. I feel like there was a story not that long ago where this Walmart truck driver was drunk and. Oh, here's a story. Let me tell you. So my dad, when we were back in Texas, they were transporting a machine. My dad wasn't involved with this because he's just on the financial side. So all he did was heard it happen from work. But anyway, these people were transporting this machine and were ordered not to take it on the highway because it was so freaking heavy and especially top heavy that it just was not a good idea. You know what they did? They done took that bad boy on the highway.
Oh gosh.
Coming down the off ramp, they're like, "Oh man, we are not stopping." And then, bada bing, bada boom, this Ram 2500 goes airborne. And this guy, the story is this guy in the truck that got hit was sleeping, and he woke up in the air, which is absolutely terrifying, first of all.
Oh yeah.
But, like, it was a wild story, and it was, like, this whole big lawsuit. And, yeah, that's kind of a poorly told story, but it was kind of interesting.
But still.
Anyway, listen to your boss, especially when you're doing stuff like that. That's the moral of the story.
Don't go to sleep and wake up in the air. Don't do that.
I'm not really sure if he could control that situation. he wakes up and his wife is like, "Why'd you do that?"
What are you doing? We're 2 feet in the freaking air in our car. What's up with that? You tell me you don't do that? You don't go to sleep and you wake up and you're like, oh, how'd I get here? And then you're just like,
I guess we're flying now.
all right,
Yeah.
well, quick time for our sponsors. We don't have any.
Yeah, this is the first episode. There's no sponsors.
I don't imagine us having any.
I don't know, man. Hit us up, Sprite. I know you're listening.
LeBron James, Sprite,
I know you're out
cranberries.
there. I know you're out there.
May not be Christmas time, but I'll crack one open anytime you want me to.
I'd crack a Sprite with LeBron.
Oh yeah. See, I'm one of those people that aren't a sports person, but know sports, you know?
Yeah.
See, like, don't really know sports, but guess what I found out today? Jason Witten's coming out of retirement. He's coming back to the Cowboys.
Really?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Dang.
Sitting in
That's pretty cool.
fourth period today, and that's my chorus class. And mid-song, I look over at one of my friends, and he has a smartwatch, and he looked at the smartwatch, and I just see him flip out. And so, of course, like, it slowly makes around the arc of singers.
Yeah.
And before the song's even over, we're freaking out because Jason Witten, which hometown hero,
Duh.
is coming back out of retirement to join back into the NFL.
That's super cool.
That's really, really cool, and still gives me somebody to root for
Exactly.
in the NFL. So that was pretty fun.
You know it. Cowboys, those are my home dogs. Texas right there, son.
Yeah,
I
boy.
know there's the Texans, but you know, up where I'm from, we're fairly close to Dallas. It's 6 hours, but in Texas, that's not really that far.
Oh yeah.
6 hours here, you could be like,
You could probably like be past Nashville.
oh yeah, Nashville's like 4, maybe 5. I think it's like 4.5 from here. You could be. I've driven that so many times. There's this one town that's right outside of Nashville. That's about 6 hours, but yeah. You could, if you go south, you could be in like Atlanta.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's easy.
If you go east, you're about to the ocean.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's
Yeah.
one of my favorite things about here. It's like about 6 hours to the ocean. Where I lived in Texas, it was 13 hours just to get to the ocean. And when you got there, it was like dirty and crap because, you know, good old Gulf of Mexico.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
Gulf of Mexico. Hey, there's about to be a wall built there.
Oh, you know it.
Go politics. Woo.
You see that thing? They should just build a canal, right? Like a 2-mile wide canal. So it would be even faster than the Panama Canal. And it would improve, like, trading, all this stuff. Instead of building, all you have to do is, like, I guess, dig. I'm sure there's more that goes into a canal than that. Because the one sea level is, like, higher than the other.
Yeah.
So you have to do that whole elevator thing. If you haven't already, look up the Panama Canal and how it works, because it's super cool.
Yeah, that thing is, like, that thing was way above its time. Like,
Yeah,
holy
that was
crap.
wild. When was it built? Like, really early 1900s or something?
well, like, I think it was started in the 1800s, like,
Yeah.
under Theodore Roosevelt, and went, like, through his presidency, through his life, actually. Like, I don't think he ever got to officially see it work.
Yeah, that took a while.
Oh, yeah.
But, like,
It took years.
It's a water elevator for boats.
And not just, like,
Not just
boats, like freaking
ships.
Dang.
Yeah.
Cruise ships, shipping, like,
That would
container
be so
ships.
cool to be on a cruise ship going through there. Have
Oh, yeah, that'd be awesome.
you ever been on a cruise?
No.
Oh, it's the funnest thing ever.
See, I have went to Aruba, and that's about, like, my farthest trips. I've been to New York several occasions because I have an uncle who lives up there. We go up there, stay
Yeah.
for a couple days,
I
and
want to go
then
to New York so
come back.
bad.
It's kind of like gilded in a way, if you know what that means. Like
It's kind of overrated.
you think, like, wow, New York, it's so cool there. There's so much to do. It's celebrities there and all this.
Yeah.
And then you get there and you're like,
Dang.
did I just see a rat the size of a small dog? And it's kind of scary.
I think that would be kind of part of the fun, though, because, like, there's always that chance that you may lose a toe.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Love lose freaking toe by, what's his name? Splinter. Which is the Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtles, yeah.
Lose a toe to a freaking Splinter-sized rat.
I just want to go to Chinatown where all that sketchy stuff
No,
is.
no, you don't.
That would be
That
so
is
fun,
the
though.
least. Like, we always have to go there because, like, if you don't know, in my family, I'm the oldest of 4 kids, and I have a younger brother who is a twin to my younger sister, and then the youngest of them all. And of course, they wanted to go there and find all this Gucci and not Gucci. It's
Yeah, it's fake stuff.
rip-off Gucci, but you can't tell the difference. And they wanted to find all these Ray-Ban and Oakley glasses. Meanwhile, I'm sitting there, and I can't like think otherwise than laying back down in my bed and going to sleep.
Yeah.
Because like normally you're not there very long when you go to New York, and there's only about 1,000 things to do.
Yeah.
So you wake
You're
up in
just
the morning.
grinding.
You hit. I think in one day we walked like 36 miles.
Jeez.
Like just walked and traveled. It was crazy.
Yeah. It's like Disney. You get up at like 7, go to the park when it opens. You stay there till like 10, 11.
You just hit everything you can.
That's just good fun right there.
And even then, sometimes you don't get to do everything.
Oh yeah. If you'd
It's
ever
crazy.
If you've never been to Disney, it takes. You need just a day just to scout things out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then the next day you can start. But it's 4 different parks and they're all huge.
One bigger than the last, and it just keeps going.
Exactly.
Did you know that they're about to open the Star Wars land in Hollywood Studios?
That's amazing.
Oh yeah.
Are they changing? I heard they. I saw somewhere that they were like changing the theme of the hotel.
Yeah, I think so. Like, in some
Tower Terror,
sections,
that's what it's called.
the Tower Terror,
Yeah,
they're changing it. Really?
that's what I thought. Either that or that's the one in California because they have the exact same ride in California, but it's Guardians of the Galaxy themed.
Really?
Yeah.
That'd be so much cooler than freaking Twilight Zone, which was
I know.
what, like a 50s TV show or late 60s?
It's either early 60s or 50s because it was all black and white and like, they're on the screen. They're all like, "Welcome to the Twilight Zone." It's all like some big presentation. We're all in
Yeah.
suits and stuff. And by the late 60s, they were, they had game shows and stuff.
Yeah, and then like, well, that was like Andy Griffith. It started off
Exactly.
black and white, and
That's a quality TV show right there.
oh yeah.
You ever heard of Leave It to Beaver?
I've watched maybe 2 or 3 episodes, and it's because I was just watching Andy Griffith and didn't feel
And
like
then
changing the
just-
channel,
Yeah.
and then there it was. But I've not watched too many of that one, no.
I got into that one summer for some reason. I just looked at the first episode, and then suddenly it was halfway through the summer, and I'd watched all of it.
Well, dang.
Yeah, it was really good though. It was a lot like Andy Griffith, but it was like Andy Griffith, but through the eyes of Opie, even though they're not really connected like at all. That's what it seemed like. That'd be cool though. That'd be a nice spinoff. They should redo the Andy Griffith show, but make it the Opie Griffith show. You know how like they did with Fuller House?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd watch that.
But dang.
Except I bet Aunt Bee's kicked her bucket by now.
Aunt Bee's kicked her bucket. Freaking Andy Griffith is dead.
Yeah, that's the problem with that is that they wouldn't actually have Andy Griffith.
The Andy Griffith Show. Not starring Andy Griffith because he's dead. And been dead for a very long
good
time.
While.
Barney Five's still alive though, right?
Who?
The guy who plays Barney Five?
I don't know. Let's find out.
I swear he's alive. Like
Oh.
he's up there, but I swear I think he's alive.
Yeah, he is alive. Did you hear? What was the dumb guy's name?
Oh, Gomer Pyle.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
married a guy.
That just ruined that part of that show for me.
Yeah, it was a while back, but I heard my dad talking. He was like, "Well, Gomer married a dude."
You just imagine Dad saying that, you're like, well, Gomer Pyle is not what he used to be.
Oh yeah, he's gone downhill. I think that's right. I don't know. If we're not, if it's not, I'm sorry, Gomer. Didn't mean to assume that, but
No, I'm pretty sure that's
what I
true
heard.
because I've heard my dad.
Yeah.
Like when we were playing the Impossible Dream in band, which he sings, and you'd never think he'd have a voice, but holy crap, can he actually sing?
Uh-huh.
But I was listening to it, and Dad's like, "Hey, is that Gomer Pyle?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, he married a guy."
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
Yeah, he did marry a guy.
huh, that's
Dang.
fun.
Yep. That definitely happened. Oh, you wouldn't think of anyone on that show to.
No, because that was like,
That was a very like. I don't want to say it was only for men, but it started out with him going fishing. I know that's kind of a sensitive topic these days, but back then that was.
Did that
was
exist
major.
really back then? Like,
Like there were like homosexuals and stuff, but like no one cared.
yeah.
Everyone was just having a great time. I guess in the early 50s the war ended not too long ago, so everything was pretty good in the world. Well, at least in America.
I bet the other world was still
A lot of
picking
the
up
other
the
world was,
pieces.
Literally.
Yeah. Shoot.
Yeah. But for America, it's a good time. This was like one of the first times that entertainment was becoming a thing because we actually had free time for once.
Yeah, we weren't occupied with everything else that was going on in the world.
Exactly.
I guess in a way we were bored.
Yeah.
We came up with entertainment.
Guess what? You see that radio? Now it's got a screen.
It
Whoa.
was wild.
Good times. Good times. Great cars.
Oh yeah, cars. Ooh. You know what? Let's. That's a pretty good transition to the next topic.
Exactly.
On cars. If you could own any car, there's no price tag
No price tag.
on it, and no matter what make, model, year, exclusive, is that a word? Or no, I guess rarity.
Yeah.
That's the word I'm looking for.
Like if there's only a few or just one. Yeah.
Which one would you pick and own and drive and show your
This
stuff?
has to be daily drive, right?
Oh, it could be daily drive. It can be you just have it because you want to.
Yeah.
You just have it to have it.
Yeah. Well, I'll do one that I would daily drive forever and one that I just want, just to have.
Fire away.
So, I know which one I would just want, and there's this thing called the Toyota. What is it? GT458. You know what a Toyota GT86 is?
No.
You know what here, I'll just look at a picture. There was 3 different cars that were made. The Subaru BRZ, GT86 by Toyota, and the Scion FRS. It's this thing.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But it's not just this thing. Oh yeah, the GT4586 or 4. I don't know. I'll look it up. But yeah, 4586, and it is a GT86, which normally has a straight 6, I think, or a V6.
Mm-hmm.
But they put the engine from a Ferrari 458 in it, just because they can, and it can do that, which is y'all can't see this, but it's a freaking sweet shot of this car sliding around a mountain road. I think it has 600 or 700 horsepower. It's just an all-around beast. Because this car, it has it's a 4.5 liter V8 engine from a Ferrari 458 into this the car base is 20 grand.
No, that's
So-
not bad.
Yeah, that's what it's meant for. It's supposed to be this affordable car that you can still spin the tires with and stuff, have some fun. But now it has 570 horsepower and 398 pound-feet of torque.
Oh dang.
So Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a thing.
Thing's a hoss there.
That's a fact. This thing weighs probably 12 pounds and has 570 horsepower. It's honestly, I don't know why you would need it, but it'd be freaking fun.
Yeah, you definitely have some fun with that sucker.
Exactly. Plus, it's red, so that's cool.
So that's the one you would have to just flaunt around and say, "Yeah, I have this."
Yeah.
Now that's what's like your efficiency one that you would use as transport to get you point A to point B.
The top of the line, the best one you can get, Tesla Model X, hands down, no problem. That thing, my goodness. Okay, it's so cool. Not to mention the gull wing back doors, because that's about the coolest thing ever. Never pay for gas again, right?
Oh yeah.
You get to rep your boy Elon.
Exactly.
You get freaking TV on your dashboard.
Oh yeah, those things are like bigger than most computer monitors I've seen.
They're huge. Have you ever seen the Model 3?
Yeah.
That's like a 30-inch TV.
Oh yeah.
That's bigger than the little monitor thing I have in my room. It's ginormous. That Model 3 is clean though.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people don't like how it doesn't have a gauge cluster or anything, but like, I think it's pretty dope. It's like driving a computer.
Oh yeah, it's
super cool.
See, that's what mine was gonna be, was just Tesla in general.
A Tesla.
Like, you give me a Tesla, I'm gonna be the happiest little boy you've ever seen.
Exactly.
Like, dang. But that's the thing, like, see, when you get somewhere like New York or LA or somewhere like that, where it's like a lot of places around, and they're like very what's future forward.
Yeah.
Like this car is.
Yeah.
Then it's gonna make more sense to own a Tesla like that.
Exactly.
But like, you see here, I don't think that there's an electrical, like,
the closest one's Bristol.
Oh yeah.
Either that or you have to
get your own.
Yeah, and then that kind of eliminates the whole gas thing, because then your electric bill's kind of
Oh yeah, your electric bill's
ridiculously high.
It's gonna be up there.
They're getting into where they could make the garage floor wireless charging, so when you park your car in your garage, it just charges.
No way.
Yeah. So you wake up every morning, you literally have to do nothing, and your car just works. Which is about the coolest thing I've ever heard of.
That is like, I was like, whoa, I can put my phone here and it'll just charge and I don't have to do anything. But freaking pulling up your car, parking it, being like, all right, good night, car.
Just like you always would. You're literally changing nothing about your day, except the fact that you don't have to go to a gas station anymore.
Holy crap.
Exactly.
I've not heard that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't think it's like in production or anything yet, but like,
it's like experimental.
It's gonna happen eventually.
Oh yeah.
It's not that hard. It's just, you have to make sure that it's not too powerful though, because I'm a nerd and I watch videos about how wireless charging works, and apparently it's kind of like a radio. It's like how radio waves work, where they interfere with each other, but like it's a different kind of, like, there's a different like substance of the wave, I guess. So like if it's too powerful, then it's gonna start messing up the stuff around it, like the TV and stuff that doesn't actually need wireless charging. So like if you did that, you just have to make it where it's like not gonna make your house poop itself or anything.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
but I mean, it's just coils of wire at the end of the day. So our boy Elon can figure it out.
Oh, definitely.
Shout out to Elon Musk.
What a guy.
This man. I want, if I ever become stupid rich, I want to be like this man. Like, you get bored one day, most billionaires would just be like, "Oh, let's have a grand party." He's like, "I'm gonna mass produce flamethrowers."
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot my car into space.
Yeah, just because I can.
Exactly.
Just because he can. That's a good way to live life. Just because you can.
This is great philosophy.
Exactly.
If you can do something, and it's not gonna jail you or kill you or seriously harm you,
yeah,
do it.
Just seriously harm you. If it's gonna harm you just a little bit, and you'll be
You're
fine.
gonna scratch, maybe.
You know,
You're
yeah.
gonna get a scar to
Go
show
for it.
someone one day, and that's gonna
If-
interest them, and they're gonna be, wow, you're an interesting person. You're like, yeah, this scar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom. Wrestle a tiger for that one. Maybe don't wrestle a tiger.
You're gonna die.
Yeah. Unless you're.
That's one of those situations where you're not showing the scars. You're showing your body in a casket
There's
as
a
your
fine
spirit.
line. There's a fine line between free thinking and stuff like that, and just utter stupidity.
Oh yeah, and that's utter stupidity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you go up on a trail, like, dang, there's a river. I'm gonna go swim in that. And then you do, and you make it out just fine. Boom. That's good stuff. You're on that same hike. There's a 13-foot grizzly bear. I'm gonna go give it a high five,
Yeah.
and then it eats you.
It's gonna high five the side of your face with its palm the size of your back, and you're gonna die.
Yeah.
You're
Grizzly
going
bears
to
are
die.
freaking huge.
Yeah, I've never seen like a bear, like anywhere besides a zoo.
Yeah.
Fun
There was one time I saw a bear on the side of the road, but it was literally just sitting there.
like, stop.
And it was just a black bear, so it was like there were probably dogs that have been bigger than that bear. But still, it was a bear, and it was pretty cool.
You know that they're like my family's been here in Elizabethton for ever,
Yeah.
and they've told stories of like how Elizabethton's like evolved and grown up and changed just like a person would. And they said there used to be a bear, and I think it was Hampton, I think.
Hampton, that sounds like a good place for a bear.
Yeah, because Hampton is
Yeah, it's just out there.
it's Hampton.
Yeah, it's Hampton.
So, fun fact about Hampton. I swear to you, I learned this today. The lead animator for Fortnite was from Hampton, Tennessee.
No way.
I swear to you.
That makes a lot of sense because there's a lot of, like, Mr. Campbell and Mr. Clevenger both talk about their friends that work at Epic Games.
Yeah, he's from
So-
Hampton.
Dang.
Math teacher told me that today.
That's super cool.
She said there were like 6 people who made Fortnite, and he was one of the 6.
Dang. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
It's crazy. But anyways, back to the story. But there was this bear that, and this was in the old days, like where a Coca-Cola glass was a glass,
Yeah.
and
That's
you'd
good
give
stuff.
it the Coca-Cola bottle, and it'd just turn it up and drink it.
Like the polar bear from the commercials.
Exactly. And you just chug it down, and he was the happiest little bear you'd ever seen.
I know. They never use the polar bears anymore.
Uh,
Speaking of which.
They're only in like the movie theaters now. You don't see them like,
Yeah, in the movie theaters, they have like the best commercials.
oh yeah, this is the movie theaters.
Yeah, you had to pay for these commercials.
Oh, yeah.
We've gotten to the point where we pay for commercials.
We pay for everything these days, and it's some
It's
crap.
kind of intense. Like water. But I mean, I guess that's more for it to be shipped to your house. Like you could not pay for water and just go down to the lake every day
Yeah.
and then boil that and then. But we pay for not having to work and choice. That's what we pay for. Because like TV, you get 3 or 4 channels for free. But if you want to choose what you watch,
And then you
gotta
gotta
pay them.
buy the bronze, silver, gold, and
Yeah.
platinum or diamond.
In
That's
my-
where they get you.
In my life, I'm gonna try to never pay for cable because I don't think I need it. I've got YouTube. That's free.
Oh yeah. And you know they got a YouTube TV now.
Yeah, exactly. But like, all I do is watch YouTube, and then there's Netflix. That you have to pay for that, but it's nothing like the cable bill.
Oh yeah.
Cable
yeah.
bill. It's kind of intense. Like, I think I could live off of like YouTube and Hulu forever.
Oh, yeah. Like all my life, like I grew up, and that's all I ever knew was cable.
Yeah.
It was like my family had it.
Yeah.
My family's family had it, and I had no idea like that there was anything besides cable.
Uh-huh.
And until like a couple years ago, actually last year, went to my girlfriend's house and they didn't have like any cable, and I'm like, whoa, how does this happen? And then like they had Roku, which I have now.
Those are
Those
fantastic.
things are beautiful, and they work just as good as like cable, and I'm like, it's crazy.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
It's like, I just don't think I need that. Like,
Yeah.
I've been thinking about how simple I could live in college. First of all, do you understand how cheap chicken legs are?
No.
You can get 20 for like $8.
Dang.
That's a good week's worth of food
Oh yeah.
for $8.
Easy.
So that's my meals taken care of.
Just chicken.
Exactly. And like, thinking about living spaces, right? I could just get a gym membership, so I have a gym and a shower, right?
Uh-huh.
Planet Fitness, that's $10 a month, no problem. First of all, if I don't leave, then none of this really matters because I could live at home.
Oh yeah, I don't plan on going anywhere. ETSU or like I've have. Hey, we'll save this for
Yeah.
sometime.
This will be a discussion later.
Yeah.
For
'Cause-
56 minutes. Anyway,
let's get to like future plans for Brotime.
yeah.
So, what are you expecting out of this little project we've started?
I think we're always gonna try to plan it, but I think it's never gonna be what we plan on. I think if we just hit record and start talking, it's just gonna work out
Oh yeah,
like this has. Like, we're supposed to talk about music, tennis, and dream car.
on our board here.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we did that, but like,
Yeah, but
we didn't plan on talking about
freaking
African nature and safaris. And
ibex is scratching their butts with their body long horns.
exactly.
That kind of just
It just happens. It's just a conversation.
it's just fun, and you all get to join us.
Exactly. Take a bit out of your day just to forget
Unwind.
about everything that's just happened. We'll try to upload it right after, like, about the time people are getting out of school or something.
Yeah.
We'll set up a more set schedule later on, but
But our schedules are we're high schoolers,
it's
so
never
you
the
know.
same. Yeah, Mom planned on a family dinner tonight, and yeah, that ain't happening. There's just so much that happens on the fly, and you just live day by day. Honestly, it's just how you
Exactly.
do it.
Got jobs, kinda, sort of. Got
I
s-
don't.
school
Hey, if
things.
anyone wants to hire me, hit me up at Hunter Davis. Hunter Davis 957 on Instagram.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, I need a job.
We're already plugging, and it's the first podcast.
Shameless plug, dude.
Heck yeah,
You
son.
can't hold back. You can't hold back.
I would plug me, but I don't know much. Something to do with PD O'Quinn. I don't know.
I think it's P.D. O'Quinn. I direct message you freaking memes all the time, so
Exactly.
I see it probably 4 times a day.
And that's something we're gonna get established.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna have things to do, but like I said, we're that newly fresh out of the womb giraffe, just learned to walk, and
Yeah.
we're wandering onto a interstate that has Hunter's dad's business driving on it with heavy machinery that's
Oh,
gonna
that's funny right there.
hit the poor giraffe, make it fall asleep, and it's gonna wake up 8 feet in the air.
Yeah.
But of course, it's gonna land because PETA, calm down.
Whoa. That's a whole new discussion.
It's fine.
We could go for another 58 minutes on that.
Oh shoot, God! It didn't kick them
boy.
straight through the world.
Yeah.
That's another topic. Is how like sensitive today's world is. That
Oh, dude, I could
Oh,
talk for
gosh.
ages on that. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
gonna
That's
save
gonna be
that
a
one.
thing. That's gonna be a thing. Okay, that has to happen.
Oh yeah.
I'm about to get a bit spicy. Yeah, that's gonna be a good one. Looking forward to that. So, yeah. Well, I guess that's about it for first session of Bro Time. If you enjoyed, do all that good stuff down below. Subscribe, comment, even ring that little bell if you so choose.
Heck yeah.
Uh,
Give us suggestions. We're gladly open to suggestions.
it's a fact. We'll get guests on eventually,
Oh yeah, definitely.
but
We're working out kinks and
yeah,
more people.
trying to maybe get a second microphone.
Heck yeah, and a longer table, boy.
A longer table, that would be great. That's gonna be so loud.
Whoops.
Yeah. So that's about it. We will see you on the next one.
See ya.